Hello, gentle viewers. This is Abendian, welcoming you to Munich, future home. Future expansion. I'm not doing anything. Of Bohemia in Europa Universalis 4. Last episode, we established our nation. We made it a bit stronger. And now it's time to see what we can do to make this truly a great place to live. We're on the path to becoming an emperor. Life is looking pretty good. We just need to be intelligent with our decisions this episode. In particular, I am semi-concerned about what happens if Austria stabs us in the back. I have papal influence, don't I? I have no cardinal, so I can't really spend the influence. That's obnoxious. But if I get more papal influence, I can do some other cool things. So I'm fine with that. Moldavia has been building a spy network. Okay. I need 30. You're only allied with Memmingen, which is probably bad news for Memmingen. So we should be able to tell the rough strength of our opponents here. They said that was something they added to the game. Oh, here you go. Yeah, your military is 740. You have a weak fort, and you have no actual garrison there. There's likely to be a very short one-sided war if I can get what I want from it. Let's fabricate our claim. Austria demanded unlawful territory. Bosnia got beaten up by Hungary. And Austria and Genoa are in an alliance now. Cool story, bro. Let's go ahead and recall our Venetian ambassador. Oh, no, wait, sorry, that's Opal logo. Yeah, let's pull the guy out of the Palatinate right now. Now, let's check. Austria, no. Wait, what? Oh, derp, it thinks I'm trying to go to war with the Palatinate. Don't do that, please. I like the Palatinate. As predicted, Austria won't join the war, but they also won't oppose me. So I'd be facing Passau and Memmingen. Let's do it. So your total... Oh, reserves. Okay. Oh, it's their manpower. Got it. I have more troops than the entire enemy army combined. So let's go ahead and confirm. And then let's get moved over here. I'm going to use... I can't use Force March yet, can I? If I can take Passau 2, I will. Don't think for a split second that I won't. Brilliant. Oh, we now control Straubing. I've just got to get all the way down to... Where's the other... Where is Memmingen? Find Memmingen. Oh, you're right there. Okay. I mean, the war leader's Munich. I don't have to touch Memmingen if I don't want to. I can just ignore them. I'm basically just waiting to end the war. And let's invest in military tech. What a wonderful idea. Excellent. Let us work on Hradeko now. I want to watch these rebel factions before we make any kind of specific judgments. Frankfurt allied with the Palatinate. How has this war changed people's opinions of me? People still really like me. Pretty much only Saxony doesn't like us. Why don't you like me, Saxony? Is it because you're scared of me? You should be scared of me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to war with Saxony, for sure. That would be a bad idea. I don't really feel like fighting Poland. All things considered. Why is my war score only 1? It is ticking up. Take Straubing. Haven't I already done that? Yeah, I've occupied the territory. What more could I possibly do? Wait, Rosobor is occupied. You sneaky little sods. Go squish them, please. I didn't even realize that. You crafty little jerks. Landshut just declared war on Munich. That's not going to go well for you, my friend. Excellent. You have been absorbed. And now notice it went up to 6%. The Munich army is still running around? Or does Munich have another province? Munich has 2 provinces. Oh. Now I feel much stupider. Go and stay in Brno. Derp? I cannot pick a leader. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. Munich and Memmingen. I'm going to go to this fort here. Because I'd love to annex all of Munich, because Munich is a pretty rich province. If we look at the province, it's got 6 base tax, 5 base production, and 4 base manpower. It's just a good province. And notice all of a sudden they're hesitant about advancing because I'm sitting on the fort here. What's the button to get them to attach here? Oh, I said they could attach to any army. That's fine. If the rebel factions get to around 30%, I'm going to give it some serious thought. Thuringia has a new government. Thanks to rebellion. Move up to Brno. Think for 1 second about crossing the border and I will end you. What's taking this siege so long? What's the deal here? It's a pretty tough fort. Yeah, that's all it is, really. It's just a really good fort. That's fine. Once I've absorbed Munich, though, it'll all be worth it. Where are you going? Like, hey, guys, if you want to separate your army... Naples just declared war on Hungary. Yeah, that was pretty dumb to separate your army out. I don't know why you did that. Because now you're crushed. I got a claim on Hungary, which I'm not going to take advantage of anytime soon, but it's cool that I could. How does Hungary look these days? Oh, this is just the individual provinces. Where can I see your military strength? Here we go. You have 20,000 soldiers and 2,000 manpower. This would be a brutal fight, but it's one we could potentially win. With luck. Why is it saying, why can't I press my claim? Now, this is something I would lose because they're allied with... It is what it is. Coming down here. Let's zoom out a bit so I can keep an eye on both fights at the same time. There are some Italian wars. I would like to annex all of Munich, please, if I can manage it. And maybe eat Passau, too, if I can manage that. I would consider this a great war if that happened. Now, the truth is, they still might force me to give it back. And if it does, it does. I'm going to go ahead and say use caution. I don't want any inflation if I can avoid it. Why can't I go to war with you over the claim? Oh, I can. Okay. Now, see, the thing I don't know is I don't know when unlawful territory kicks in. If it has to be cored or if I can keep it if I have a claim on it. An Electress of the People. She has a heart of gold. We can either give her 60 gold and admin support to reduce unrest, or we can gain legitimacy. I'm going to take legitimacy. Landshut wants military access. Too bad. Can't have it. That's mine. Ingolstadt got beaten by the Palatinate. The Renaissance have started. Nice. It's going to take a while before we can embrace it, but it's still cool that it's an option. The siege is so long. We can now start building improvements, which is actually quite nice. I'd like to build temples first because they gave a flat bonus to taxation. And building it in Prague is just the best of these choices. It'll pay off the most in the long term. Do it. Alright, Bohemians are getting a little bit antsy. Let's boost our stability. Excellent. It is time to make a just peace, by which I mean I get whatever I want, and you get nothing. Okay, so right here, this is going to trigger possible unlawful territory. So actually, the better decision would be to vassalize them. Yeah, you really don't want to do that, do you? If the war goes a bit longer, it'll actually work, I think. The other alternative is we just go stomp Memmingen. Maybe that's the solution here. It's just right there. I should be able to beat him without too big a hassle. I am going to go ahead and raise war taxes. I don't wanna. But it'll reduce my costs and should mean that I start making a profit again next month. We don't want to run out of money. That would be very bad. So here's the downside right now. If I take the territory, I'm going to get unlawful territory, and the Emperor's just going to take it away from me. So I'm actually going to try to make you both vassals, which is actually the better way to expand within the HRE. Because then I can annex them later, and I get cores, and there's nothing that the Emperor can do about it. At least that's how it used to work. I really hope they didn't change that, but maybe they did. Also, ticking war score is eventually going to give me enough to do what I want. Yeah, see, they already turned over the unlawful territory. Vassalization is the way to go, my friends. I got 4 people voting for me. All I gotta wait for Austria's emperor to die. How old are you, Friedrich? You're 37. Come on, it's the Middle Ages. You should already be dead. I'm just kidding. I wish I weren't kidding, but I am right now just kidding. Now, if I take all their territory, they're going to have to basically take whatever piece I offer them and like it. I could even vassalize all 3 of them. That would be pretty sassy. Oh no, Landshut controls the province. Stupid Landshut. And then give me some gold. Anything else I want from you? Not really. It gives me 2 vassals. I am totally good with that. Done. Victory on our first war. They lost more casualties, but more importantly, we have 2 new vassals. And now we're actually fighting against Landshut, which I didn't expect. And where are you jerks? Oh, you're right here. Okay. I bet you guys didn't think you'd end up at war with Bohemia, did you? What happened? Wait, what? How did we lose the war if I just won the battle? Oh, okay. Whatever. Oh, you just peace out with Memmingen. Okay, that makes sense. I'm gonna need to reduce your liberty desire. I'll get to that in a minute. Could I vassalize Lanza? That would be so amazing if I could manage that too. Excellent. I could bring in Austria? That would be unfair. I can't do that to you. I have too many diplomatic relations. I didn't think of that. That's fine. I'm only losing a bit of diplomacy each month. Anything else I'd want to do? Besides vassalize you as well. Who else is in this war? It's literally just Lancet. Oh dear for you. I'm already suffering attrition there. I'm going to go ahead and pull you out to... Actually, you just stay where you are. I'm not in a big rush. Anything else here? I could bring in Brandenburg or Austria. Frankly, I don't think it's worth it. They might demand some stuff out of it, which I'm not happy about. Liberty Desire. Right. So what I need to start doing is sending diplomats. I'm actually going to pull you out of Munich. I'm going to start working to make you like me more. I mean, I could always just placate you. Which isn't a terrible idea, actually. I mean, I don't really want to spend 20 prestige when I could just improve relations with you. And if they want to try to go to war for their independence, I'd like to see them try. Okay. So give me Passau. And let's improve relations. And we'll do the same for Munich. Because it's a vassal, it can improve up to 196, so I can pull them out of the negatives, which should calm them down enough. That was pretty stupid. I don't know why you attacked me there. I had a pretty strong position. That was pretty silly. Then again, they also don't have a choice. If they can't beat me here, I can very easily punish them. I mean, I kind of have to make him my vassal. Because if I do them when I integrate here and here... absolutely not. I have plans for you. A seal of confession. I'm going to tell the priest that they can be heard. I'm not going to take the confession and piss off the Pope. Popes generally don't like to be pissed off. That's good advice for life, really. Don't piss off the Pope. Okay. You'll notice Liberty Desire is dipping already. And it's just gonna get easier once, my diplomacy gets a bit stronger. Excellent. He is careful. I get reduced for things, which is pretty cool. We do need to start absorbing some vassals, though. I can enact government reform. So I've got two choices here. I can increase my income from vassals. Oh no, I've already got this. So I can reduce unjustified demands, or I could work up to tier 2. I could reduce noble privileges. Or I can strengthen them. I really like more national tax. Let's do it. Excellent. 100%. I have no diplomats. Right. Go ahead and come home, please, so we can end this war and also make you my vassal. Now, this could result in a minor coalition against us. It probably won't. But we're going to be sitting pretty for a bit and burning off this aggressive expansion. Send demand. Beautiful. Let's bring our armies home. And now there's a coalition against us of tiny countries. It's not unexpected. Now, here's the thing. You will notice that some people have changed their minds because of the aggressive expansion. I need to let that burn off a bit before I do anything else. If I check my own diplomacy view, it'll tell me my aggressive expansion, won't it? Maybe it won't. Where is aggressive expansion? You silly game. It used to be really easy to see. It used to be up here on the top. I wonder why I can't see it right now. Am I just blind? I might just be blind. That would be a reasonable thing to say. Missions. Stability. Expansion. No, that's not it. Subjects. We're definitely going to want to start working on getting Landshut to like us more. That goes without saying. This coalition's getting kind of big. Where did you go? Aggressive expansion. Let me check my phone, actually. It used to be very clear, and I'm sure it is still very clear, and I'm just being silly. Aggressive expansion EU4. Okay. It looks like it appears in the diplomacy screen. By looking over it. So if we look at this coalition against us, and apparently there's a pretty big one. So here we go. Aggressive expansion, minus 54. This coalition is getting enormous. I don't like that. So what we need to do right now is we just basically need to do nothing for a while. Basically, this coalition is designed to keep me from attacking them. Good lord. Oh dear. I was not paying attention to you guys. Why are you unhappy? You want increased privileges. Or I could provoke the revolt. I could also just boost stability again. Which wouldn't be a terrible idea, actually. Let's do that. Now, it's still at 80%, because of Olomouc. Them nobles are not happy with me. Oh, you're also Hussite. That doesn't help. I bet if I convert you, you'll calm down. I can spend a bit of money and get some prestige. That sounds wonderful. Please build me. Actually, wouldn't mind a fort. I wouldn't mind a second fort on our western frontier, because right now we've only got the one. No, we've got one in Prague, too. Maybe we'll just keep working on taxation. Polsen? Sure. Literally every minor in the entire Holy Roman Empire has entered a coalition against us. And our only real friend now is Brandenburg. This is completely understandable. I just vassalized 3 nations. So it makes sense to me that people are skittish of me. I get it, game. And now Thuringia joins it. The question is, are you willing to declare war against me to punish me? And if you do, will that bring in Austria? Because Austria is my friend. Excellent. How does that change? Yeah, notice how all of a sudden a lot of the process has vanished. The problem is actually the religion. It's not anything else. Not really. Go and recall that diplomat, please. I can start annexing you now. Now here's the downside. Everyone in the area is going to like me less. And my other subjects are going to like me less. So it makes sense to actually wait a bit longer before I start working on trying to integrate them. An Italian engineer... No. And a general died. Regensburg wants military access. Sure. We need a new general. Let's get one. He's okay. So. I want to wait until we burn off the aggressive expansion before I actually try integrating vassals. I think that's the best call we could make right now. Your liberty desire is through the roof. What's driving it? It's probably going to take years before you honestly all calm down. I'm going to burn a bit of prestige to get you guys to be a bit more loyal. Oh, let's protect trade. No, I don't want Munster to like me less. But no, it's fine. I think there's nothing I can do to reduce your liberty desire enough. Like, placating local rulers only reduces it by 10. I think we just have to sit and ride it out right now, at least for a bit longer. Because as much as I'd like to absorb more land, I want to check annexation really quickly here. Oh, is it possible to access help from in here? It's not. I don't see a question mark there. That's fine. That's what my phone is for. I need to see. Oh no, it's right here. That's a keyboard shortcut. Okay, fine. So annex. Here you go. Let's check the vassal page. Annexation. Direct control of the territory. Speed of annexation. Okay, here we go. You get chorus on all the provinces. That's what I cared about. Okay. That was my biggest concern. So the question becomes, what do I do? Do I try to eat a couple of vassals, or do I just ignore them? You can recall them. Like, all of you have pretty good opinions of me, so let's just start eating Opal. Annex that vassal. Now, is this going to cost me the empire? It actually will. Weirdly, now it becomes Hesse is going to become... And that's because of annexing my vassal. Can I come back over here and improve my relations with Brandenburg? Maybe. And you can recall your diplomat. And we can use it for other things. Sure. I'd like you to like me a bit more. You'll now notice this is a much weaker rebellion. Now, the problem is the last one is Prague. So I kind of have this weird problem with Prague. And let me show you what the issue is. I can, because of your development and because it's a religious center, I cannot get you to become Catholic. And I don't think I can do anything to kill your religious center, can I? Like, if we look at the religion map mode, it's a Hussite province. So I'm just going to put troops in the capital. And you know, when it breaks out, it's only going to be 7k. And I can pretty easily crush that. So I'm not too fussed about that. Okay, you like me again. Brilliant. Can I get the Palatinate to vote for me? I mean, I could just do a royal marriage. I've already got too many diplomatic relations. Which is another reason to start annexing vassals so I can get rid of that. Do I have royal marriages with everyone that I have an alliance with? I don't have royal marriage with all of my vassals, so let's start working on that. Passau is a bishopric. They don't have a monarchy. You're disloyal, so you won't do it. I don't care if you're disloyal. I just don't want you to try an independence war. Because I will crush you if you do. I'm going to try to ease the tension. I don't want a diplomatic insult. I want everyone to like me more. Poland goes to war with Hungary? Oh man. What an opportunity is sliding past me. I need to burn off that aggressive expansion, though. It is coming off. It looks like about another 10 years it's going to happen. The House of Rosenborg is shaken. We can acknowledge it and lose prestige, or we can deny legitimacy. I'm at 100 legitimacy. I see no reason not to worry about that. Or to worry about that, rather. Once I've eaten Opala and Glogov, then we can talk about some other options for who to absorb next. What are you doing, Passau? It looks like you're constantly assaulting your own fort. Or you may be actually training. Oh, maybe you're training. I can do that too, right? Or do I not have that ability yet? Forced March, Scorch Earth. Yeah, I can't drill. Oh, I can drill if I have a leader. There we go. Yeah, let's do it. Lots of people want access. I'm here for that. I mean, this is a rare opportunity. And if I were being a bit smarter about this, I would actually jump Hungary right now. But the problem is Hungary's already getting beat up. And I'm not going to get the province I want. So I think we just kind of let it slide for right now. And accept that we're just going to have to expand within the empire. So here we go. Here I am training now too. Do I start trying to absorb you too? That would make everyone dislike me again. And I really want to become emperor a lot. So I'm actually going to hold off until I become emperor. I'm not going to mess with this. Palatinate has declared war on Trier. And now the military coalition's starting to go away, which is pretty good. Poland is likely to become a pretty dangerous country to worry about. Is Lithuania still under them? You are irritating. I'm going to start cozying up to the Ottomans. It's a weird decision, but I think it makes a ton of sense for us strategically. If I can get... Because Hungary's about to die. Hungary is just going to be gone. And if they survive, by the way, I'm going to jump them with no hesitation whatsoever. Ooh. Our first idea group. Oh, that's going to be a big decision. I'm actually going to pick military first. Get us some new units. Morale or... We're going to go longbows, and here's why. They've got a defensive morale and offensive shock. And I'd rather not have just double offensive morale. I'm not convinced that we're going to see that many aggressive wars. Which ideas shall we pick? Okay, so let us think about our plans. What do we currently gain the most of? Military is +7 and admin is +8. I basically gain nothing for diplomacy because of these stupid relations. Now, innovative is a very powerful group. And I quite like that. We could go religious ideas as a way to try to convert everybody to Catholicism. Economic to increase our tax base. And I do like that, actually. I like it quite a lot. We're not going to be colonizing. We'll just scratch that one right away. Admin ideas. It's really only great at the end. I think I'll pass that. And I'm not going to mess with any religious ideas. So option 1 is economic ideas, which certainly has a lot to recommend it. The other option is going army, which could get us better cavalry, cheaper tech. We could go quality and get better infantry. Get better artillery and discipline. Quantity is also good. But we've already got a pretty big base. Offensive ideas to get shock and fire. And an increase to lane force limit. Defensive to improve our forts. So, point 1. There really is no bad choice in terms of the military ideas. Except for naval, which would be stupid. An aristocratic would make military tech cheaper. But there's also innovative, which makes all ideas cheaper. So the sooner we get that, the better. And we can spread institutions faster so that we can get into the Renaissance quicker. This is a surprisingly difficult decision. I guess not too surprising. We've already got one of the best armies in the HRE. Only Austria is probably close. And so, for me, the army isn't quite as big a priority. And I hope that makes sense to you guys. Why I'm hesitant to go army ideas right now. Now, here's the other consideration, though. Not to be discounted. The only way to get more the only way to get more ideas is to go admin. But we're super far ahead of time on it. So we're not going to be going for admin tech for a while. I'm doing it. I think I'm going to take innovative. Maybe. That's so good. Innovative is just such a good decision. The only other choice would be economic for me. And I think our economy is pretty strong. Innovative, please. Our Bohemian ideas aren't super great. I like this one. I like the Wagenburg. And Hussite Legacy. That's pretty neat. So that's my decision. It's going to take a while to get to admin 7 because we'll be spending most of my admin to improve ideas. But at the end of the day, I think it's the right call. And I think it's going to result in a better, stronger nation. We lost our diplomat. Unfortunate. Let's get a new diplomat who's even more diplomat-y. Only one of my subjects has high liberty now. So let's go and start getting royal marriages with people. And then who else do we not have a royal marriage with? I need one with Lansut. Oh, Lansut's too disloyal. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's terrible that you're disloyal, but... one of my people is rebelling. I don't like that. Go squish them good. An incident in the Empire has begun. While the Kingdom of Italy is still formally part of the Holy Roman Empire, is in many ways turned into a shadow kingdom, with the Italian states acting independently of the Emperor. The question is, why they should allow the Emperor any freedom? So I get to vote. It is time to abandon Italy, which weakens Austria. Or we must rein in the Italians. A lot of the princes like that, but the electors don't. Because it only costs us 2... Even the Emperor likes it. Let's do it. I'm going to cast my vote in favor. Because we'd only lose 2 minor states. We lose Splendor. I don't even know what Splendor is or why I care. Let's get with the times. Lose a bit of prestige. That's fine. I think Splendor is key to like getting golden ages later on. You're welcome. I have freed you from your oppression. Please take care of your shit. Let us next see where we might want to build another church. There we go. Done. Because taxation is still where we get most of our income from. And the Palatinate likes me even more, which is great. We're just waiting. We are waiting for the days until Austria's emperor dies. Hungary went bankrupt, but Poland got the province we wanted, and now I have a claim on their territory. which is not great. And we're about to get a bigger border with Poland, which is, you know, kind of yikes at this point. And we decide that we're going to abandon Italy, which actually makes Austria worse off, but it also kicks out minor states that we don't really care about from the empire, so I'm fine with that. I'll go and pull him back. Can we get the Ottomans to like us? No. Well, that's fine. We have integrated, and there goes my diplomatic reputation. I will very much like to make some states. Do I need to worry about cores? I don't think I do. AKA super cores. No, that would be here. I think. And we also absorbed their army. So let's get you over here and add you to our team. Now, the loss of diplomatic reputation isn't hurting us a huge amount, but it's also not helpful. Because you'll notice we're taking a pretty big penalty. And here's the biggest problem. Hesse has some pretty big friends. And if it's tied, I think the existing emperor gets to keep the throne. So I'm going to do something that may seem a bit destructive, but I have to do it. I need you to become my ally, Palatinate, and then sign a royal marriage with me. I'm not going to start... Oh, I actually do still gain diplomatic power. Neat. And here we go. Now we're best friends. And I've pretty much guaranteed myself that I'll get to become the emperor when Austria dies. Oh, I can have 2 leaders. I didn't know that. I thought I could only have 1. So let's give you a leader too then. And he's all about that movement. That's fine. And why can I not merge? There we go. What's my current force limit? I wouldn't mind making our army just a bit bigger. It's 28. Which means I could have 2 armies of 14,000. That's not a bad idea, actually. Stop with that. We can never have 50%, more than 50% cavalry, so I'm going to add 4 there. 1, 2, 3, and then I need to earn some money in order to add another cavalry unit. Oh, never mind. Hang on. I almost gave myself too many units. I don't want to go over the force limit. Yeah, cancel that, please. There we go. That's a grand army. Thanks, game. I'm getting so many achievements just because I'm actually going for achievements this time around. And what is my current army professionalism? What does army professionalism even do, actually? That's an excellent question. It's a very excellent question. I can look it up later. I don't actually mind right now at this very second. But we're going to go ahead and end the episode now. I hope you guys have enjoyed these couple of episodes. We've made Bohemia stronger. We're on track to be an emperor, which is pretty exciting. And hopefully, once we become emperor, we can start thinking about maybe pushing back Poland a bit. I don't like how big Poland's gotten. I don't like it at all. Until next time, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.